Every spring, and I mean every spring, Japan is packed with tourists. Well, except for that one time that we couldn't travel. But normally, people from all over the world come here to see one thing: Sakura, aka cherry blossoms. I, like many of you, was curious, so I went to see what the big deal was. What's so special about it? And honestly, I didn't get it. Like, yeah, the trees are pretty, but is that it? What are we supposed to do? Just stand around and stare at the petals falling? So, if you ever felt the same way, don't worry, you're not alone. In this video, I'm going to break down what Hanami is really about and how to experience it properly and why it's way deeper than it seems. Before we go any further into the modern culture of Hanami, let's take a look at its roots. The earliest records of Hanami in Japan go all the way back to the Nara period. But here's a fun twist. The flowers people were obsessed with back then weren't cherry blossoms. They were plum blossoms, also known as ume. This is ume blossom, and this is cherry blossom. Now I know what you're thinking. Aren't they the same thing? And the answer is no. I know, I'm surprised as well. Ume trees usually bloom first, typically during March. These flowers have 5 rounded petals and a strong sweet scent. Their blooms are usually white, pink, very similar to that of the cherry blossoms. They can handle colder temperatures, which is why they are often seen as symbols of strength and endurance. Sakura trees or cherry blossoms, in the other hand, bloom later, usually from late March to early April, depending on the region. Their petals are thinner and more delicate, and they often appear in soft pink or white shades. Unlike ume, sakura flowers don't have a strong scent, but they bloom in large numbers, creating a beautiful cloud-like effect across trees. Back then, Japan's elite, poets, and scholars were heavily influenced by Chinese culture. And ume blossoms with the early bloom and sweet fragrance were all the rage. People would gather under the tree to admire their beauty, drink sake, and write poems about how precious everything is. But then, around the Heian period, cherry blossoms started stealing the spotlight. According to historical accounts, Emperor Saga held one of the first Sakura-focused Hanami parties in Kyoto at the Imperial Palace. So back to modern culture. In Japan, it's not just looking at flowers, it's a full-on cultural ritual. People bring picnic mats, food, drinks, even portable speaker. Yes, portable speaker. Listen to this. Some companies even send their newest employees to the park early in the morning to save the best spots. Seriously, imagine graduating, landing a job, and your first mission is to guard a tree for 8 hours. That's how seriously people take this. No, I'm just kidding. Kinda. But seriously, the working culture here isn't as great as you think. But we'll save that for another day. So back to the topic. But again, I was still confused, like, could we have picnics some other time of the seasons as well? Why spring, and why under the sakura tree when it's always so crowded? But the more I sat there, the more I started to notice something. No one's rushing, no one's staring at their phones, no one's in a hurry to do anything. People are just there, laughing, drinking, talking, looking up at the trees. Hanami isn't just about the flowers, it's about pausing, it's about presence. For once, everyone's on the same page. Just here, now, in this moment. No bombadillo crocodilo, no tung 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 sahur. It's actually kind of rare these days to see people just being present. We're cooked, yo. And look, I know you. You're probably doing something else right now while this video's playing in the background. Doing your assignments, replying to someone, multitasking like a pro. If I just called you out, yeah, you have to subscribe now. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Okay, let's get back to the question. So why cherry blossoms? Why not like roses or sunflowers or something that actually lasts? Well, in Japanese culture and in many others, flowers have their own meanings. If you're interested, I highly recommend checking out my Hidden Meaning of Flowers video. Sakura blooms are incredibly short-lived. In most places, you only get about a week or so of full bloom before the petals start falling. And when they fall, they don't just drop. They swirl through the air like snow. But then, one night of rain and boom, the whole thing's gone. That's impermanence. That's the beauty. It reminds people here that life is fragile, moments don't last, and beauty is something to catch while you can. Time moves fast, like really fast. 1 minute it's winter, you blink, and suddenly everyone's sitting under the cherry blossoms again. And every year it's like, wait, didn't we just do this? But that's the thing. Life doesn't slow down for anyone. We're all busy, tired, distracted. Then suddenly, another year's gone. And that's what makes Hanami feel kind of special, because it forces you to stop. Well, kinda. If you're sitting there thinking about work or planning your next trip while the petals are falling, hey, stop. Just for this moment. Your job, your itinerary, your endless to-do list, all of those can wait. Just take this time to actually be here. Appreciate this moment. Look around, the good weather. Because the truth is, you don't know when the next time like this will come around. Not with the same people, not in the same place, not in the same way. And that's exactly why it matters. For all of you TLDR people out there, Hanami matters because it teaches us the most beautiful moments don't stick around. Like the petals of the cherry blossoms, they disappear before you even realize. Okay, now we know the meaning. So if you're like, I was wondering how do I actually do this? Well, here's the unofficial guide. Step 1. Pick a pot, preferably one with lots of sakura trees. Step 2. Bring a picnic mat, or screw that, you don't even need a mat. Sit on the grass, no one's judging. Step 3. Pack some snacks, grab a few beers. Yes, you can actually drink in public here. It's one of the small joys of Japan. Just don't be that loud drunk person ruining the vibe for everyone else. Be cool, most importantly, don't rush. Just be. That's it. Just be present. So yeah, if you ever get the chance to do Hanami, go. And when you're there, don't overthink it. Don't make it make sense. Just sit down, look up, breathe a little, and be there. Because, moments like this, they don't wait for anyone. Have you experienced a moment like that? Something small, simple, but kind of unforgettable? Drop it in the comments, I love to hear them. Anyways, if this video made you smile, think, or pause for even a second, you already know what to do. And as always, have a great one. Peace out.